Welcome to today's video. I thought I would do a quick little kind of eye makeup get ready with me video, a little chatty. I got this new palette in Houston a couple of weeks ago and I wanted to share it because I think it's so beautiful and I haven't really heard anything talked about this palette. It's the Lorac Luxe Diamond palette. I don't know if this is exclusive to Nordstrom or not. I picked it up at Nordstrom. This is what it looks like. It's got 20 shadows in it and they're so wearable. There's not a shade in here except maybe this red right here that I don't see myself wearing. I feel like everything in here is very, very wearable, very neutral, very warm, some really beautiful colors. I walked by it and I was like, I have to have that. I feel like Lorac is a brand that we don't really hear talked about too much on YouTube. So I thought I'm gonna film an eye makeup get ready with me and just kind of chat with you guys and catch you up to speed. I feel like I haven't had a chatty video in a while. So yeah, let's get started. I have my foundation on, concealer, blush, bronzer, all that good stuff. For foundation, I have on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic foundation and I am the shade 5. I really like this foundation. It gives great coverage. It's very long wearing. I would say it's a medium, it leans a little medium to fullish coverage. Fullish, you know what I mean? And I have that on. I also have this product on my skin, which I am loving. I picked this up after my Houston trip because I was being a little nosy and seeing what Angie was using on her skin because, you know, she's just like, anything Angie uses or recommends, I'm like, yes, I will take it. I'll take 2, please. And this was one that she raved about. It's the Elta MD UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. I asked her for a good recommendation of a like hydrating SPF, and this also has a little bit of a tint to it. It's definitely not like a full coverage makeup or even like a medium coverage. It's just like a little tint, so it's just going to kind of brighten or even out the skin a little bit, but not really cover anything. So you can wear it underneath makeup. You can also wear it by itself with a little concealer if you want to just kind of brighten the skin a little without, having a makeup look. And I'm really, really enjoying it. So I wanted to thank her for that recommendation. Okay, let's get started on the eyes. I do have a primer on and I did actually apply my brow highlight straight from the palette. I highlighted with this color here, Carrot, and then I mixed it with the shade Diamond. I like to do that with brow highlights. I like to mix a shimmer and a matte to kind of get the perfect sheen on the brow highlight. So what time is it? It's 10:50. Oh, I want to actually film this before Courtney gets here. So let's get started. Okay, for the crease, I'm going to use my BK Beauty 202 brush and I'm going to go into the shade. We're going to start with Elegance, which is just this lighter transition shade, kind of a taupey matte brown. I'm just going to kind of build this into the crease. One thing I don't like about Lorac's palettes is I feel like you do get a lot of fallout with the shadow. I'm just reminded of that right now. There's a lot of kickback and you get a lot of fallout too. But that is a nice color. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have seen some exciting updates with BK Beauty. So we have added someone to the BK Beauty team, our first team member. Her name is Courtney, and I'm excited for you guys to meet her. I adore her. I've actually known her for a few years. She used to be a very part-time nanny for us years ago when Kate was a baby. And then she went away to grad school and she moved back to Austin this year and she had been looking for a job. And I kind of came to the realization about 2 months ago that we really needed to get some help because, BK Beauty is a full-time job, YouTube is a full-time job, and of course my kids, they're not a full-time job. They are a full-time job, but they're in school, right, during the day, but they get out of school at 2:30, so a lot of my days are cut by 2. I have until 2 p.m. to work, and I kind of thought of all my options, right? Another option I had was to kind of have a after-school care for the kids. And they're in different activities and things, but I just wanted that to be able to pick them up from school and take them to all their activities and all of that. And I think that's the luxury of being able to do what I do is, I can determine when I work. And so I cut off at 2 and then I usually do a lot of work at night too after the kids are in bed. But I'm really excited for you guys to meet Courtney. She is just, I feel so fortunate that she was available to come on board with us. You're gonna love her. I don't know how much she'll be in my videos, but you'll definitely see her a lot on Instagram. She is really, really special. I love her. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of build this into the crease and Okay, that's what I like about this brush. This brush really does, like, it picks up a lot of color and it applies it pretty, like you get a lot of impact. You know, the 201 brush applies product a lot more sheerly, while this one you get, it almost like deepens the color. It makes the color definitely stronger. Just gonna kind of shape that crease. So I'm filming this on, what's today? Today is Wednesday the 20th? Today's Wednesday the 20th. The kids are out of school next week, the whole week for Thanksgiving, which I'm so excited about. And I really want to kind of take off as much of the week as I can, with the exception of things that come up, you know, obviously. But I'm trying to film a lot of videos this week so that, you know, I have videos to upload next week and I don't have just a silent channel. Okay, the next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna take the same brush and we're gonna add, oh, this shade is so pretty. It's called Fifth Avenue. And that's so pretty, look at this. So pretty. It's like a pinkish, purpley, matte, mid-tone, medium shade. I'm gonna kind of tap this off my finger to get some of that fallout off. Just gonna kind of work this right into the crease and then kind of bring it down onto the lid. So I'm just kind of laying that onto the lid. That's so pretty. That's like a really unique pinky purple color. I feel like it's a good blend of both tones. So pretty. So I removed my eyelashes, as you guys can probably tell. They're just so much upkeep. And I know that I'll probably go back to them at some point, but for now I thought I would just remove them and use a good lash serum and hope that my natural lashes come back to life. All right, perfect. That's so pretty. I like that a lot. I like that combination. Okay, for the lid, I'm going to pack on a lighter and brighter and shimmery shade. Let's see what we should do here. We're gonna use this shade right here, Crystal. All right, I'm gonna load my brush up. Okay, that is so pretty. That's so nice. It's just kind of your basic like pinky champagne color. I feel like almost every palette has a shade like this in it. I'm gonna kind of pack that onto the lid right here in the inner corner too and build it. So I wanna kind of revive the MAC Training Secrets Revealed series. So I would love your suggestions or requests for videos that you wanna see that tie into that series. If you're not familiar with that series, it's a series I started about this time last year and I think I did maybe 4 or 5 videos on it. I used to be a MAC trainer and so in those videos I'm kind of sharing like kind of the secrets, things that we would train all the MAC artists for when I worked there. But anything that you want to learn about makeup, like educational wise, like if you watch some of those videos, you'll see we talk about like color theory, we talk about eyeliner shapes, we talk about eye shapes and how to contour and highlight and why we contour and highlight and all of that stuff. And so if you have any like specific requests for like really educational or topics that are really educational for makeup, please let me know. Leave them in the description box below. Another thing I want to start doing with my videos is if you guys learn something or learn a tip or trick that you didn't know before from the video, if you want to leave that in the comment section below, I want to read those and kind of pick a couple of them to share in each video from you guys. So I think that'd be a fun way and I always love reading what you guys are learning from these videos. We've been having a lot of really fun events and last night we went to an Incubus concert. Friday night we had a really fun event with the kindness campaign that was so much fun. I have something tomorrow night and then Friday night we're going out with friends to a comedy club and to dinner. We just have a lot of social commitments. All so fun, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to having an empty social calendar for a few weeks after this. We like to go out and socialize, but I'm also such a homebody, you know, too, and I'm really looking forward to just I love this time of year because I feel like it's just like the coziest nights to just, you know, put on a good Christmas movie and just cuddle with the kids and, you know, in your pajamas and eat pizza and like drink a glass of red wine. And that just sounds like the perfect Friday night. So, okay, for liner, we are going to mix things up. Instead of doing this black liquid liner, I'm going to use a pencil. Let me go grab one real quick. So this is the Clinique eyeliner, quick eyeliner for eyes, and this is the shade Intense Aubergine. And I'm just going to run this across my lash line and probably go over it with a eyeshadow. Perfect. Make it a little thicker. Since I am going to go over it with shadow, it can be a little thicker. I'm just going to use a shadow to kind of soften and smoke that out a bit. And you know what liner brush I have been loving? I mean, I love the 204, obviously, to smudge it. But there is another brush. I think it's over there. Let me grab it. So, never mind. I couldn't find it. But it was a Rephr tiny little pointed pencil brush that has been so good for giving a really smoky eyeshadow line. But I'm going to use the 204 Smudge It brush. And I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Exclusive. And it's like a dark plummy gray with a little bit of sparkle to it. I'm gonna kind of load my brush up and just run it across that eyeliner. I'm gonna put lashes on today, so I'm not concerned with the liner or the liner being a little thick because the lash band is gonna conceal that. And then I'm just gonna kind of pull this out a little bit so it just has this like smoky little extension to it. Okay, so whenever I apply lashes, one tip that I always do is I always like squeeze the glue out a few minutes before I'm actually ready to apply it, just to allow it some time to get sticky and tacky. I find that it's much easier to apply the lashes when the glue is a little tacky. When it's really wet, it just slides around and it's so hard to get it to stick. So while that is kind of getting tacky, let me go in and do my lower lash line. So I'm gonna take the smudge it brush and we're gonna go in here and we are just gonna grab this shade right here, Luxury. It's kind of a reddish warm brown. And I'm gonna just run that on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna stop right about halfway here. Okay, perfect. So I just wanted to get a little smoky line. Next, I need to kind of brush away any fallout. So when you apply lashes, you don't wanna apply too much glue. You really only need the thinnest amount. You want coverage over the entire band, but you don't really want it to be bubbling up or anywhere. You don't want it to be too thick. I like to kind of wave it around. You can also blow on it to just accelerate that drying process. You want it to be a little tacky. Like I said, you don't want it to be too wet. All right, so when I lay a lash down, I try and get one point of the lash band secure and then I kind of let go. And then I go in and I lay the rest down. I don't try and get it all laid down in the first try, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean. So I like to kind of find where I want it to be centered. Now, I just laid it there and I can feel that the center of the lash band is on my lid. So the center is there. Then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take the end corner here and I'm gonna secure that. And then I will take the inner corner and secure that onto the eyelid. But you really just can gently press it, gently lay it down. If the glue is tacky enough, you should just be able to lay it down and it'll just stick. You don't have to hold it, you don't have to press it. It just lays so perfectly. So easy. Okay, let's do the other side. So today after I film, we're gonna be moving stuff into the office. Yay! If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen that update. We are moving into an office for BK Beauty and I'm so excited about it. It's not scary, but it's just a big step. You know, it's a big step. So there's a lot of emotion that goes with that. Excitement, you know, there's a lot of like, I'm proud that we're here, but at the same time, it's like kind of scary, right? But we're gonna start moving stuff today. You know, Courtney joined us this month and, you know, her position is full-time, so, you know, she can't be here working out of our house full-time. It's just not a good working environment for her or, you know, anybody, right? The kids come home and it's hard for her to work, you know, while the kids are running around playing. And it'll be nice to just get everything out of the house. Because like, if you saw my downstairs right now, you would be like, oh my gosh, not how are you living like that? It's really not that bad. But it's a little overwhelming. Like, you know, like we want to put our Christmas decorations and a Christmas tree up, but right now there's literally boxes everywhere and there's no place for it. And it's just, you know, I want my home to be a separate space from all of that. So it's nice that we can do it out of home and we'll probably still fulfill orders. Paul and I will fulfill orders on the weekends out of the house, but it's nice to have a separate space for all of that. Okay, I'm gonna lay this onto the, kind of step away, then I'm gonna go and secure the corner. So once it's all decorated, I will give you guys a tour. I'm so excited. I ordered this wall decal, like this giant wall decal. It's like 4 feet by 5 feet. It should be arriving this week. It's by this brand, the Holstein company, I think is what it's called. I think I've shared it in stories several times. Every time I go to the bathroom in the salon, which, you know, I go to the salon, you know, once a month, I always take a picture. It's the same picture that I take every time because I read it and it just resonates with me so strongly. I just love it. I'm gonna read you actually what it says. I find it so inspiring. It's just such inspiring words and I just love it. I feel like it's what I wanna read every day when I go into work. So this is what the decal looks like. It's like just this big, it's just like this long quote. And I'm gonna read it to you. I just love it. It's so good. It says, "This is your life. Do what you love and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. If you are looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you start doing things that you love. Stop over analyzing. Life is simple. All emotions are beautiful when you eat, Appreciate every last bite. Open your mind, arms, and heart to new things and people. We are united in our differences. Ask the next person you see what their passion is and share your inspiring dream with them. Travel often. Getting lost will help you find yourself. Some opportunities only come once, so seize them. Life is about the people you meet and the things you create with them. So go out and start creating. Life is short. Live your dream and share your passion. I love that. I love that. And anyway, that's going to be on our office wall when you walk into the office. So super excited about that. Back to makeup here, Lisa. I'm going to put a little mascara on these to kind of blend them in and blend my natural lashes into them and also coat my lower lashes. I really like these lashes. These came in a camera ready prescription box that I got, was it last month or the month before? I get the quarterly box and these lashes came in there. I think the box said lashes in a box. That was the brand, I think. And they're really nice. So now that we have that on, I already have my face makeup on. I'm gonna apply a little lipstick and then we'll be good to go. I'm gonna use this shade by Marc Jacobs. It's the shade Sonic Truth. It's like a really pretty, like cool tone nude shade. My lips were moisturized already. I had on the Laneige lip mask. It's so pretty. It's just a really soft, cool tone. Put my earrings back in. I took them out when I was doing my makeup because my brush kept hitting it when I was doing my foundation. These are Kendra Scott. I love these. I've been wearing them so much lately. Aren't they so cute? They're so easy to wear. They come in rose gold and also gold. If you guys didn't know, I have a 20% promo code on Kendra Scott's website. You get 20% off your entire purchase. I think it excludes fine jewelry and it excludes jewelry that's already marked down, but 20% off your entire purchase, you guys. It's Lisa J. That is the code. I'll have it linked down below. So if you've had your eye on something, make sure you order it on Kendra Scott's site so that you can use that promo code. It doesn't work if you try and order it off Nordstrom or another retailer site. You got to order it right off their website. And this is the final look. I really like the way that it came out. I love this palette. Why don't people talk about Lorac on YouTube as much? I don't know why. It's one of those forgotten brands, but I feel like they make a great, very wearable palettes. And this is probably, I would have to say this is one of my most wearable palettes that I own, in the sense that every single shade in here is gonna get worn except this one for me probably. But every single shade. I don't think that's really the case with a lot of palettes. Even palettes that I love, there's at least like 2 to 3 shades that I never use, but this one, 20 shades, and I think I will wear them all. So the two glitter here are pretty sheer. Like there are a lot of shimmer, but not a lot of color. But other than that, every color swatches really nicely. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.